us. It's what this country is made of. A helping hand, a shoulder to lean on. Us is all of us. Different looks, different voices.
Hello.
One sacred bond. But right now, that bond is fraying. Where do we find common ground? How do we get back to us? The Y fills the gaps and bridges our divides. It's a place where we can become us again. Now, more than ever, the Y needs your support. Because where there's a Y, there's an us. For a better us, donate to your local Y today.
Welcome everyone to yoga. I'm Lauren. I'm happy to be here with the YMCA of Greater Brandywine. We're going to honor our bodies in a gentle yoga practice today. We'll do what feels right to us. We'll take this time to give ourselves what we need, not afraid to make it our own. Okay, let's kick off the music. So we'll sit comfortably. You might have a yoga mat with you, or you might find a spot on your floor. And maybe you're cross-legged, but you don't have to be. Feel whatever's good for you. Let yourself settle in. We'll remember that we're giving ourselves this time to do what we need. We might wiggle or adjust, just finding what works for us. We'll notice our breathing. We'll feel our natural rhythm. We're not in a hurry here. Just breathe. Let yourself celebrate your inhale and exhale. Let yourself feel that gentle rhythm. When you're ready, from that comfortable seated position, begin to circle your torso around. And there's no right or wrong. The size of the movement doesn't matter. Do what feels feels good to you. We'll take another circle or two like this, and then we'll go the other way. Welcoming in this time to practice yoga, to listen to our bodies, to make it our own. We'll take another circle or two like this. And the next time we find ourselves forward, we'll hang down. We'll let our back round here, and we're not worried about how far we fold. We're remembering to breathe. We're listening to our bodies and welcoming in where we feel a little length. We'll stay folded over and walk our hands out, letting our arms reach long in front of us. Then we'll walk our hands back in so that we're sitting up tall again. And we'll take a gentle twist here. It doesn't matter which way you go first, but we'll bring the opposite hand to our knee or our hip, and with our back tall, we'll turn as though we were looking behind us. We'll come back to center, and we'll send our twist the other way. We'll come back to center. And friends, we'll send our legs out long in front of us here. We'll let our back be tall. We'll remember our breathing. We'll let our feet flex, and we'll move with our breath. With an inhale, reach the hands and arms up, and with an exhale, fold forward. Again, we're not worried about how far we go. We're welcoming in where we feel some length, maybe along the low back and the back of the legs. We'll remember to breathe. We'll slowly release. Let the feet relax, tuck the chin to the chest, pull the belly in, and slowly roll up. When you come up tall, we'll place one hand down and take the opposite arm up and over. It doesn't matter which way we go first. We'll let our side be long. We'll come back to center, and we'll do the other side. We'll come back to center, and we'll make our way to a comfortable seated position, whatever it is for us. And I'll just welcome everyone again to yoga. I'm Lauren, and I'm happy to be with you today. I'm super excited from our Facebook feed. I can see your comments, so it's great to welcome you and to be together. We've taken time to listen to our bodies. If there's anything you want to focus on in your practice, feel free to comment here and we'll incorporate it in. So take a moment, grab that phone, type in what you need. This is our time to share what's right for us. And as we're taking that moment, we'll allow our eyes to close or to be softly gazing. We'll tuck our chin towards our chest. Feel the back of the neck long. Let yourself breathe here. If it's right for you, gently move your head. Maybe you make a half circle, or maybe you circle it around. Oh, Barbara, we'll work on our neck and back. We'll send our circles the other way if they were going around. Knees and legs we'll focus on. We'll let our head come to center and to stillness, chin still towards the chest, back of the neck long. We'll slowly lift the head up. Oh, time to stretch and relax as part of any yoga practice. I love it. And Laura, the low back, yeah, it can get tight. We'll lengthen and relax it. And first we'll take a little time to breathe together. So we're going to carefully come onto our backs. You're welcome to just lay back or follow me as we slowly lower. I'm going to turn to the side and I'll let my legs go out long in front of me. We'll reach our arms forward and feel our back tall. Then we'll tuck our chin towards our chest. We'll pull our belly in so that our back rounds. Squeezing our belly and bottom tight, we'll begin to roll back and down. If your back is sensitive, you might bend your knees here, put the feet down and hold on. So give yourself support. When you lay down flat, just relax. Don't hesitate to wiggle or adjust. Remember, the knees can bend, the feet can be down to support your back. If you like, your eyes can be closed. Let's let our breathing slow down. Long inhales and long exhales as we come into this moment. No right or wrong, just this time to breathe. If you'd like to bring in some movement, with a slow inhale, lift the hands and arms up over your head. With your slow exhale, let the hands and arms float back down to your sides. If it's right for you, repeat it. If it's not right for you, let it go. At our own pace, we'll take another slow breath or two. We'll let our arms come to stillness if they were moving. We'll gently return to our regular breath rhythm. We'll celebrate our bodies here. Welcoming in this time to breathe, this time to do yoga. We'll hug our knees in towards our chest. We'll feel our low back press down on the mat, and we'll gently rock a little side to side. We want the movement to feel relaxing for the back. We'll come to stillness. We'll place our hands on our knees. We're going to press them away from us, like we're lining up our knees over our hip bones. Our shins would be parallel to the ceiling. Our belly pulls in tight. Now, if we notice the back is sensitive, we might draw our knees towards us a little. So don't let anything be painful here. We're going to take our hands and gently circle the legs around. Remember, we want this to be relaxing on our low back. Let's send our circles the other way. Let's continue to welcome in this time to breathe, to practice yoga. We'll come to stillness. We'll extend our legs up like we're reaching our toes towards the ceiling. Our belly is still drawn in tight. If our back is sensitive, our hands might slide under our bottom for support. If we feel okay here, the arms might rest at our sides. If we discover the back of our legs are really tight, we might bring a bend into our knees, and it could be a little bend or a bigger bend. And we'll begin to point and flex our feet. Then we'll let our feet come to stillness, and we'll bend one knee while the other leg stays fairly straight, and then we'll switch. Remembering that our knees don't have to straighten all the way, and the movement doesn't have to be really big. We can keep it tiny. We can give ourselves what we need. We'll take another movement or two, and then we'll hold our legs up like we're stretching those toes towards the ceiling. We'll circle our ankles a little. We'll send our circles the other way, welcoming in length to the back of our legs. We'll let our feet come to stillness, and we'll bend our knees so that the soles of the feet come down to the mat or the floor. We're going to interlace our fingers and tuck our hands behind our head, letting our elbows drop out wide. We've made a little pillow here. If it's not comfortable, let's adjust our hands. Feel what's right for us. From here, we'll gently twist. It doesn't matter which way we go first. We'll leave our face towards the ceiling. We'll let our knees fall to one side, welcoming in length for our back. Taking time to breathe here. We'll come back to center, and we'll send our twist the other way. Maybe this side feels a little different than the other, and that's okay. We'll make our way back to center. We'll take our hands out from behind our head and let our arms rest at our side. We're going to extend one leg up, and it doesn't matter which goes first. And we'll remember the knee doesn't have to be all the way straight. We're going to reach our hands behind our leg and guide it in towards us. We want to welcome in some length for the back of the thigh. And it doesn't matter how far we go. We want to feel what's right for us. If we like, the leg we're not holding might lay down flat. We might decide to raise our head, neck, and shoulders and draw our nose towards our knee. If we try out something that doesn't work for us, we'll let it go. We'll release here, lowering the head if it was raised, returning the soles of the feet to the mat or floor. We'll send our other leg up. Maybe this side is different. That's all right. We'll make it right for us right now. Our hands coming behind. We're guiding the leg in. We'll decide what feels good on this side. We might lay our other leg down. We might raise the head, neck, and shoulders. It doesn't get better than you. I'm so happy that we'll carefully lower the head down. We'll return the soles of the feet to the mat. We'll hug our knees in towards our chest again. Once more, we'll gently rock a little side to side. Then we'll come to stillness and we'll open our hip space by taking our hands to our knees and pressing them wider apart. We might hold right here, or we might move toward happy baby pose, taking the feet towards the ceiling and flexing the soles of the feet point up. We might hold the sides of our legs. We might reach for the pinky toe sides of our feet and press down. We might decide to hook our big toes with our thumb, index finger, and middle finger as we draw down a little and open that hip space. If you like, you can rock a little here. Then we'll come to stillness. We'll draw our legs together again, finding a cannonball position, the back pressing down. Once more, we'll gently rock. We're moving a little side to side. Then we might begin to rock a little front to back. And if it's right for us, we'll use this momentum or whatever else it takes to sit up on our mats, finding a comfortable seated position, whatever feels good for us today. With our back tall, we'll lengthen along the neck and shoulders. And it doesn't matter which way you go first, but we'll drop our ear towards our shoulder and let the side of the neck be long. Then we'll bring our head to center. We'll go to the other side. We'll bring the head back to center. We'll make our way to tabletop, our hands and knees, coming carefully into the position, feeling what's good for us. If our wrists are sensitive, maybe we're making fist with our hands or even getting on our forearms. If those knees feel a little sensitive, we might rock back and fold up our mat for more cushion, or even grab a blanket for support. I'm going to turn to the side again here, and we'll move in cat and cow. So we'll round our back, pulling the belly in, pressing the back up towards the ceiling in cat. Then we'll arch in cow, letting the belly hang down, lifting the head and tailbone up. We'll settle into our own rhythm with the movement. No right or wrong here. Just do what feels good. Another movement or two, and then we'll find a flat back, and we'll carefully sit back into child's pose, bringing our bottom to our heels, letting our arms reach out long in front of us, dropping our forehead towards the mat. If those knees are sensitive, maybe you don't sit all the way back here, and that's okay. From our child's pose, we'll come to downward facing dog. So we'll tuck our toes under and we'll press our hips back and up. And we won't have to straighten our knees all the way if it's not right for us, but we'll welcome in length as we let our head hang down. Length along our back and our shoulders and the back of our legs. We'll take time to breathe here. We'll celebrate our bodies. Holding our downward dog. If we're finding it too intense, moving to child's pose instead. We'll take another breath or two, and then we'll carefully walk our feet to our hands, finding a forward fold, and not worried about how far we fold over, but welcoming in that length. And then tucking our chin towards our chest, pulling our belly in, and slowly rolling ourselves up, letting our head come up last. Once again, we'll drop one ear towards the shoulder. It doesn't matter what way we go first. head through center, and we'll go to the other side. We'll bring the head back to center, and we'll step our feet a little wider than hip distance apart. We have a little bend or softness in our knees. And we'll roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do one more here. We'll leave the shoulders down. We'll take our hands to our hips, and we'll make some gentle circles. It doesn't matter what way we go first. We'll let this feel relaxing along the hips and back. We'll have a little bend or softness in our knees, and we'll send our circles the other way. As we're moving here, again, we'll welcome in this time to breathe and to practice yoga, to connect to our bodies. We'll take one more circle around and then come up tall. We'll drop our hands down and step our feet together. We'll move towards the top of the mat if we have it out, or just have room behind us as we move through a gentle sun salutation together. So we'll stand tall, let our arms rest at our sides. With an inhale, we'll soften the knees and sweep the arms up overhead. We might look up as we breathe here. We might gently tilt back if it's right for us. And then with a breath out, we'll fold over. Not worried about how far we go. We'll bend or soften our knees so that our palms find the mat or the floor. We'll take our right foot and step it back, coming into a low lunge. And we have a bend in that front knee, but it's not beyond our toes. So when we look down, we can see our toes in front of us. We'll press our back heel down, and we'll raise our chest and arms with that bend in the front knee coming into our warrior one. Our shoulders down from our ears, our palms facing one another. We're remembering to breathe. And with the breath out, we'll bring our hands down on either side of the front foot. We'll turn the back heel up and take a gentle twist here. We're going to lift our left arm up. Maybe we let our fingers reach towards the ceiling. Maybe we let them point a little to the left. And we might take our gaze towards that left thumb as we welcome in length along the back and the neck. Then we'll carefully bring the left hand down and step our left foot back, coming into a plank position. If our back is sensitive, we might bring our knees down. If the wrists feel sensitive, we might find our forearms. We'll remember to breathe here. Then we'll slowly lower down to our belly. We'll let our hands sit under our shoulders. We'll press into our palms or our forearms, arching our back in an upward-facing dog. We'll turn our head a little right and then a little left. We'll bring the head to center. We'll tuck our toes under and send the hips and tailbone high, finding that downward-facing dog. We'll take a big breath in, and with our breath out, we'll step our feet to our hands in a forward fold. And with an inhale, we'll soften the knees and sweep the arms up, standing tall. With an exhale, we'll let our hands float down. We'll inhale prayer, and we'll exhale. We'll repeat it here. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. As you reach up, let yourself breathe. If you like, lean back a little. With the breath out, fold over. We'll bend or soften our knees so our palms find the mat or the floor. And the second time through, we'll do the other side of the body, stepping our left foot back, finding that low lunge, making sure we see our toes beyond our knees, taking time to feel what's right for our body. When we're ready, we'll press the back heel down and raise our chest and arms in our Warrior One.
When it feels like you're walking back,
We'll carefully release with an exhale, bringing our hands down on either side of the front foot. We'll turn our back heel up, and we'll twist here. Our right arm is reaching up into our twist. Maybe the fingers towards the ceiling, maybe a little right. Do what feels good to you. Maybe looking towards the right thumb. And then we'll release that right hand down. We'll carefully step our foot back, coming into our plank, making it right for us. Listening to our bodies, not afraid to modify. We'll slowly lower down to our bellies. We'll set our hands under our shoulders and press into the palms or forearms, arching our back in our upward facing dog. We'll turn our head looking a little left, head to center, and then a little right. We'll bring the head to center. We'll tuck our toes under and send the hips and tailbone high, finding our downward facing dog. Knowing we can take tabletop or child's pose if we want. We'll take another breath here and then bring our feet to our hands in a forward fold. And we'll inhale, softening our knees, sweeping the arms up, standing tall. Exhale, let the hands float down. Inhale, prayer at heart center. Exhale. Let the arms drop to your sides. Let the feet step a little wider than hip distance apart. If you like, allow your eyes to close or to be softly gazing. Let yourself breathe here. Welcome in this time, connected to your breath and your body. Tuck the chin to the chest, feel the back of the neck along. If you like, interlace the fingers, bring the hands to the back of the head, and let the elbows fall towards one another, deepening the stretch along the back of the neck. If it's too much, let go. If the hands are behind the head, release them down. We'll slowly lift our head back up. If our eyes were closed, we'll open them here. We'll step our feet a little closer together. Standing nice and tall, we'll tilt to one side. It doesn't matter which way we go. Welcoming some length along the side and towards the hip. Come to center. Let's take that tilt to the other side. Come back to center. Let's roll our shoulders up, back, and down. We've taken this time to connect to our body and to our breathing. We'll let ourselves celebrate it here. We'll let ourselves feel beautiful here. One more shoulder roll. Then we'll leave the arms down. We'll turn our head looking right and then left. Then head to center, and we'll reach our arms up. We might take our gaze towards our fingers and give them a wiggle here. welcoming this time, celebrating our bodies. We'll let our fingers be still, our head or gaze forward. We'll drop our arms down. We'll work our balance a little here before we get ready for some relaxation. If your mat is kind of thick and you want to step off of it, feel free. If you wanted to hang on to the wall, you should go for it. We'll come into tree pose, a nice hip opener for us. Honor your body. Don't be afraid to make it your own. It might be helpful to save the dominant leg for last. So if you're right-handed, you might stand on your left leg first. So we'll stand tall and we'll shift our weight to our standing leg. We're picking it out for ourselves. Our belly is drawn in tight and maybe our hips tuck under. It's a small movement. We feel our back long. We're going to bend our knee so that it points forward, the one we plan to lift up. And then from our hip, we're going to turn it out to the side and let the sole of the foot come along the standing leg. We might stay right here with our toes down, or we might begin to slide up a little. We might decide to take our hand and place our foot, but we'll be careful not to bring our heel against our knee, just in case we wiggle. We'll think about those hips pointing forward. If we like, we'll reach our arms up here. We might gently wiggle our fingers again. Then we'll let our fingers be still and we'll release, lowering the arms, bringing that foot down. We'll find our tree pose on the other side. So feel your weight on that leg now. We'll bend the other knee, our belly tight, our hips tucked under a little. From our hip, we're turning out, and we're bringing the sole of the foot along the leg. And it's okay if this side is different than the other. You could stay here or lift up. You could place the foot if you like. And it's all right if you're wiggly or need to restart. We might reach our arms up. And we might let our fingers wiggle. Then we'll let our fingers be still. And when we're ready, we'll carefully release our arms coming down, our leg lowering. We're going to make our way into a seated position, working at our own pace to get back down here. And as we come down, we'll let our legs go out long in front of us. We'll flex our feet with our back up tall, and we'll move with our breath. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Let yourself breathe here. Feel your inhale and your exhale. Welcome in this time to breathe and to practice yoga. Let your feet relax, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your belly in, carefully roll yourself up. When you come up tall, place one hand down, take the opposite arm up and over. It doesn't matter which way you go first. Then come through center and switch. Come back to center. We're going to open our legs into a V. We want to open that hip space a little. So we're getting our feet wider than our hips and just feeling what's right for us. If you wanted to go a little deeper, you might put your hands behind and press forward. If it feels too intense, you might draw those feet in towards you a little. We're going to begin to gently circle our torso around. Just like when we first came to our mat, there's no right or wrong size or speed. Do what feels good to you. We'll take another circle or two like this. And we'll go the other way. We'll take another circle or two around, and the next time we're forward, we'll hang down. We might let our hands find the mat or floor in front of us, and we're not worried about how far we fold. We'll welcome in where we feel some length, and we'll stay folded over and walk our hands out, letting our arms reach long in front of us. And then we'll walk our hands back in, carefully sitting up tall on our mat again. We're going to draw our legs together, letting them be out long in front of us. We're going to gently work on each leg, focusing on the knee a little, and then take some time to relax together. It doesn't matter which leg goes first, but we're going to tuck our hands just behind our knee and hug that leg towards us, letting our foot lift up and letting ourselves tilt back a little. We can pull our belly in tight for some support. We're going to start with just a gentle circle at our ankle, and then we'll send it the other way. We'll let our foot be still, and we're going to circle at our knee, the lower leg moving around. And it doesn't have to be a big circle here. Let's go the other way. We have this time to give our bodies what we need. Welcome in what feels good. We'll let our leg be still, and we'll try out straightening and then bending it a little, remembering that we don't have to straighten all the way. Another movement or two, and then we'll let our leg come down and go out long. We'll give the other leg a turn. Tuck your hands behind, hug it in. Let that foot lift up, and know that it's okay if this side is different than the other. We'll circle our ankle a little. We'll circle the other way. Then we'll let our foot be still, and we'll circle our knee gently here. Send these circles the other way. We'll let our leg come to stillness, and we'll gently straighten and bend our knee, feeling what's right for us. Remembering that it doesn't have to straighten all the way, that it could feel different on this side. We'll take another movement or two, and then we'll let our leg come to stillness, and we'll send it down and let it go out long. We'll be making our way onto our backs here for some relaxation. Take your time coming down. Don't hesitate to gather whatever might make you feel the most comfortable here, whether it's a pillow or a blanket or just something that feels good to you today. Dave, can I ask you a favor? DJ Dave is going to restart our music for us. We'll listen and we'll relax and settle in. So at your own pace, come on to your backs. Allow your eyes to close or to be softly gazing. Allow yourself to wiggle or adjust so that you feel comfortable. Feel the movement of your breath. Let it fill your awareness. Let yourself welcome in this time to breathe. Let yourself celebrate your body and your yoga practice. We have this time to relax and to reset. The breath we take here, celebrating our bodies. At your own pace, take another slow breath or two. Then gently return to your regular breath rhythm. We'll begin to wiggle our fingers and toes. We'll let our fingers and toes come to stillness. Our eyes might stay closed or softly gazing as we roll on to our side. And it doesn't matter which way we go. We'll curl our knees in and maybe use the hand or arm as a pillow, letting our back round, letting ourselves be relaxed. And then we'll carefully press ourselves up, returning to a comfortable seated position, whatever it is for us today. We'll take another breath together. With an inhale, raise the hands and arms, bring the palms together in prayer, and exhale to heart center. Namaste.